Hello and welcome to Balanced Existence. I'm going to do a general energy update and reading today with the help of the oracle cards, and maybe we'll pull some tarot cards. So if it's your first time tuning in, I welcome you. I'm so happy you're here and I trust that there is something here for you. And thank you to all my subscribers who have recently joined. Let's dive right into this reading and see what the collective needs to know about their spiritual journey at this time. We have the heart chakra and the crown chakra. And so, of course, this is painting this beautiful visual of the bridge between the fourth heart chakra and the seventh crown chakra. So I want you to kind of visualize this segment or section of your upper chakras from the fourth to the seventh. And I want you to feel into how each of them feels. So in your chest, do you feel like your heart is opening? I'm pulling the awakening card. So this is so beautiful and fitting, this message coming through, which is showing me that you are quite literally going through a heart awakening. I'm getting that your heart has been more open than it ever has been. But I'm also picking up on a part of the collective that may feel like maybe that is true, that they do feel like they're undergoing a heart awakening, but they're also feeling like they've maybe taken a few steps back lately, or maybe they're going through a rough time emotionally, or feeling a little bit walled up, or feeling kind of chaotic or anxious or fearful energies coming through. So if this is you at this time, Spirit is reassuring you that your heart awakening is on track. It is still on the highest timeline in terms of your soul's journey and your soul's transformation. And it's going better than it could have ever been planned, is what I'm hearing. So there's this reassurance from your angels and spirit guides to kind of relax. I'm also hearing like relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. And this is also kind of that upper chakra area. If we're working from the heart and our chest to the crown chakra above our head, I'm feeling into that physical part of your body, which would include your shoulders and your neck and your face, your jaw, your head. So if you have had any tension in these areas, in your shoulders, neck, jaw, face, head, I'm getting the guidance to allow yourself to maybe even treat yourself to a massage, but also just allow yourself to sit in meditation and do this body scan and feel the muscles relax. I'm getting the focus card coming out, and I'm really picking up on this guidance to focus on those areas that need your tender loving care. And the focus card is also, I'm feeling it's linked to the crown chakra card, and this ability for us to kind of focus our knowledge, our wisdom, and our overall sense of being, our overall consciousness that connects us to the universal energy that ties us all together. When you're able to, so the focus card is coming through with a couple meanings. One is to focus on what you need in your body, in the areas of your body that need release and relaxation. And the other meaning that is coming through with the focus card is to, in these times of difficulty, focus on what the crown chakra provides you, which is your sense of spiritual connection to the universe and your ability to transmute all of the negative energies or the blockages that our body holds into light, because that crown chakra is the gateway from our physical body to the universe. So really powerful spiritual messages coming through. I want to channel a little bit more about the heart chakra and the awakening. And I'm picking up on, I'm hearing the wisdom of your heart, like the wisdom of your intuition, and the importance of allowing yourself that time of meditation, of silencing that mental chatter, so that you can hear the heart wisdom that will come through to you. And I'm hearing that you're going to be experiencing breakthroughs, like aha moments, where a deep truth is going to come to the surface. It may be something that you knew at one time and forgot, and you need to be reminded of it, or it may be some new perspective that you've never heard or held before, and now you're about to discover it, and it's going to lead you to a completely new life as a result of this beautiful awakening that you're experiencing. And there's also a significant part of your journey here that is about you overcoming past beliefs or past experiences or memories that created limiting beliefs subconsciously. And when you really allow your heart and intuition to do its work, to do its job, to do what it does best, you allow it to take the lead and overpower all of those egoic narratives and stories that simply do not serve you and are rooted in past wounds, past insecurities. I'm hearing your wounded inner child. And I do have a video about the connection, the triangular connection between your inner child, your present self, and your highest self. And I'll link it below, but I'm definitely feeling like that message could be beneficial for you, because with the heart chakra being our bridge from our physical body to the spiritual realm, there's this element of that triangular connection between the inner child, which is our past memories that we store in our bodies, we create egoic narratives out of. And then there's the present self, which is our physical body. And then there's our highest self, which is connected to universal truth, the divine source energy that your soul is a part of. It is a literal piece of that overarching energy that we are all a part of, that we're all connected by. And so when we think about these three characters or these three aspects of ourself being connected, and that's why I call it kind of like a triangle, because they're all working together, it can really help us do the most important and powerful healing that we will do in this life on earth. So being able to self-soothe and self-parent your own inner child and overcome those past blockages, those limiting beliefs, those nervous system dysregulations, all of those habits and patterns that may be operating on autopilot, when we allow our heart and our intuition and our present self to do its work and to soothe those insecurities and heal those wounds, we can exit the matrix and the box of our limiting beliefs and see clearly our highest timeline as our true reality with clear eyes, with a clear vision. And so that's why the crown chakra is coming through, because that's our highest self, our highest timeline, our connection to source energy. And when we can focus our attention on that, we can enter this flow state, which allows us to bend our reality. And now we're kind of getting into those manifestational techniques and mindsets that are so crucial and what the crown chakra plays such a significant role in. And we recognize that our point of attraction, our point of focus, is the overarching energy that contributes to the reality that we create for ourselves. And it's very much intertwined or impacted by our ideas, our beliefs. And so that's why what we focus on and where we put our attention is crucial, so that you can achieve that mastery of self and become a master of your own reality. So let's channel into some more practical guidance to accommodate these very high level energetic cosmic messages coming through. We have the power card. It says, call upon the elements. Focus your intentions. Wow. And the word focus coming through again. I'm really picking up also on just meditation. Again, clearing the mental chatter. You may have bad days, you may have good days. And, even the terms bad and good are just egoic labels and categorizations that we create in this world of duality. But the practice of meditation is going to lead you towards that mastery of self we talk about so much. It's going to lead you to become a master of the art of this practice of meditation. And where you focus your intentions, where you focus your attention is crucial. This card also says the greatest dragon is within you. So recognizing that you have the power of choice, you have the power of your focus and attention. And I also want to speak on the fact that this card is saying to call upon the elements. As we're seeking more practical guidance to accompany these really quantum level messages, the elements is the perfect way for us to anchor down in an embodied way what it means to, focus on what you want in a way that we can relate to on an earthly kind of bodily way. So let me say this another way. When we think about the 4 elements of earth, water, fire, and air, it really helps us to characterize the energies that we want to work with. So whatever it is that you're trying to manifest in life, whatever aspects of your life, and I definitely recommend checking out my 7 Facets workshop, because if you're looking for that reassessment of your life, or that if you're looking for change to take place in your life, the 7 Facets is a great way for you to sit and listen and journal and feel into what it is that you want out of each of those areas of your life. Things like spirituality, career, love life, home. And so with the elements, the 4 elements, I'm picking up on this extremely rewarding benefit that will come of this, which is that you can relate your journey to the archetypes of the elements. So, for example, if you're feeling like you need to ground yourself more, maybe you feel like you spend a lot of time in your head, especially, with this reading starting out with the heart chakra to the crown chakra. This is coming through telling us to focus on that area and to heal it and to tap into it and feel into it. And for some of the collective, you may feel like you spend a lot of time in those upper chakras. Maybe you spend a lot of time in your head, or maybe you have a job that requires you to use your voice a lot, or maybe you are just very social and so you spend a lot of time speaking with people and thinking about things, or maybe you have a very mental job that uses a lot of your mind, or maybe you just have overthinking or anxious thinking habits, and maybe you kind of have an overactivity of those upper chakras. And if you're feeling like you need to ground yourself more, that doesn't mean to, of course, neglect those upper chakras. We still want to nurture them in the way that they need, but perhaps the earth element will really help ground you down and allow you to feel more focused and stable and steady and balanced, and to kind of calm that chaotic energy that you may feel in other aspects of your life. Or maybe you're feeling like you have a lot of emotional healing and work to do, which I have several videos recently on our emotional processing, our emotional needs, where our emotions come from, the egoic, the emotions that result from egoic spirals versus the emotions that are actually from our heart and a translation of our intuitive soul knowing. So if emotional work is something that you're really drawn to at this time, which to be honest is most of the collective, most of us are healing past wounds and insecurities, whether it's childhood traumas or, difficult relationships rooted in lack of self-love or self-worth. Many of us are working through those difficult emotions, the reactions we have, the triggers we have, and doing that shadow work. So that's very much water energy. It's very much the feminine healing energy, the ability to self-soothe and self-nurture. Or you could be working with the air element. Maybe you are getting an influx of new ideas, or you're learning how to communicate. Maybe you're communicating your boundaries better. Maybe you're taking part in healthy conversations or new mental ideas or projects. Or you could be really resonating with the fire element, and maybe you have a lot of creative passions and excitement and growth and transformation or adventures ahead of you. So, of course, there could be any overlap between these elements, but it's a really great way to focus in on the energy and bring these areas of your life that you are seeking change or transformation or healing, to anchor them so they're not just a concept, but there's something that you can actually feel into and characterize through the archetypes of the elements. Okay, so let's pull a couple more oracle cards. We have Acceptance of Love, very fitting with the heart chakra card. And we have Ideal Course of Action. So definitely picking up on this energy of when we focus our intention and allow the elements to help us with that, then we can get clear on what the ideal course of action going forward is. And this also, again, relates to this message of quieting the mental chatter. And again, if you're experiencing overactivity in your upper chakras, take these messages as they resonate. If you feel from your 4th to 7th chakra, it's a buzzing energy, especially lately, I do feel the energies have been a little bit more chaotic. Take this as it resonates. But if you feel like it's been overactive or unstable, then there needs to be some kind of grounding focus. And when we achieve that silencing or quieting or calming of the mental chatter, we can tap into that divine crown chakra universal wisdom and truth that is going to trickle down into our physical body and provide us that channeled guidance, provide us that inner knowing of what action you need to be taking. And this is the beauty of manifestation, of opening yourself as a channel to your angels and spirit guides and higher powers, and surrendering to divine source energy, surrendering to the universe, and allowing the universe to work its magic through you, and your body serving as that channel and that vehicle on the earthly realm for you to then take the actions that's going to lead to real grounded earthly physical manifestations that originated from the crown chakra, which is the more conceptual vision. So I don't know that I've spoken about this on this channel, but there's this concept of manifestation working its way down each chakra from 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the crown chakra is, of course, our connection with the universe, the source energy. And whenever we manifest, it's a co-creation with the universe. It's not like we just do it all on our own, right? And so that's why the crown chakra, is that first step of manifesting, because it's that bridge between you and the universe. And then it becomes an idea. It works its way through your third eye. It's a vision. And then it's something that you can communicate with clarity as it works its way through your 5th throat chakra. And then through your heart, it's something that you feel passionate about. It's something that you really embrace with love and gratitude. And that energy comes from your heart chakra. And then you work through the 3rd chakra, the solar plexus, to have that willpower, that drive to take action, to take discipline, to have the confidence to move forward with your dream, with the actions that you need to take. And through the sacral chakra, you collaborate with others, you work with that passionate, creative energy, and all the way down to the root chakra, which represents the physical embodiment. You root it down into existence and into something that can be touched and felt physically. So that's just kind of a brief rundown of how the manifestation works its way through your chakras. And in case that helps you visualize how your manifestations come to reality. And so with the ideal course of action card, as I describe the process of manifestation through the 7 chakras, it may feel daunting or like a lot of work. And to avoid that feeling of overwhelm when you're trying to manifest something big, and I feel that this collective is manifesting like a healthy relationship when they've never had one, or a dream home when they've never felt comfortable in their environment, or maybe a spiritual community when they've never felt like they could speak openly about their dreams and beliefs, and to just experience that spiritual alignment with others. Or maybe your friendships, you feel like you would like more aligned friendships or better relationships with your existing friends or your family or whatever it may be. And again, I would recommend checking out the 7 Facets of Life reading if you are interested in kind of having the opportunity to do that workshop and get clear on what you envision for each of those areas of your life and what guidance you may need. But I'm also picking up that a lot of this collective is manifesting multiple things at once, like together. Like maybe you're moving towns and you're looking for spiritual community and, you know, a place that's going to be compatible with your existing relationship or open you up to new romantic relationships, whatever this may be. And this is a very specific example, but, you know, whatever it may be, I'm feeling like you are having multiple big things that you are working really hard, doing your inner work, doing the cleansing of your internal blockages, doing that beautiful collaboration that's open-hearted, open-minded, and surrendered with the universe to get these things to fall into place in a flowing, effortless way. And so this card is reminding us to do the meditation and the visualization and the journaling to help us get clear on what it is that we desire and what inspires us, what brings us joy, what makes us excited, and to just trust that the guidance will come to you, because this is such a magical, magnetic, important phase of your life. And having that alignment and clarity is going to keep you moving in a flowing, natural, effortless way. And with the acceptance of love card, this is just that reminder of the harmony, the balance of your internal masculine and internal feminine, that you have the ability to provide yourself the structure, the discipline, the container that you need, as well as the ability to flow, the ability to have a strong intuition and that self-nurturing and self-compassion. It's that beautiful union of the inner masculine and inner feminine. And that is what makes you whole. And that is what makes you complete. And that is what makes you perfect exactly right now as you are. So this is the love that then magnetizes more love to you, whether it's romantic love or love of your life, love of all of the aspects of your life, love of your creative projects. Love is the ultimate truth. So the more that you can see love in all situations and welcome it in and accept it wherever it shows up, that is your soul speaking and celebrating through your feeling of love. So any way you can express more love in your life, allow yourself to feel loved by others or even just by the universe, to feel that gratitude, to feel that excitement about life, and to know that everything is exactly on track, like we started the reading with. Everything is happening exactly when it's supposed to, and everything that is supposed to happen is is happening. So to continue to remind yourself of that is what allows your bright light to shine, and it allows you to show up in your own unique, individual, magical way on this planet, in this world, full of love that you provide others, you provide the world, and able to likewise receive in that love. So I feel like this is a great place to leave the reading. I would love to hear from you in the comments. As always, reading the comments is my absolute favorite thing. So even if you have just the most minor thing to share or contribute, I would love to hear from you what you're going through or what you're feeling or what may have resonated. It just brings me so much joy to see how the collective is being magnetized to this channel and showing up, and I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you for listening and for being here. So thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.